stars. There's been a hell of a mess over on Book Talk, and it involves a white first-time author targeting people of color authors with negative reviews from sock accounts. I boosted the rating of my book, bombed the ratings of several fellow debut authors, and left reviews that ranged from kind of mean to downright abusive, she tweeted. Jiren J. Zhao first brought attention to Karane's suspicious activity on Wednesday last week when they identified a number of accounts that had upvoted Crown of Starlight and left one-star reviews on other debut novels. They posted a 31-page Google document containing screenshots of the activity of a number of accounts with usernames including Chantal B. and O.C. Young, suspected to have been created by Karane. Many of the books given one-star ratings were written by people of color, including So Let Them Burn by Camilla Cole, scheduled for release in January 2024, and To Gaze Upon Wicked Gods by fellow Del Rey author Molly X. Chang, which will be released next April. Karane tweeted that they had negatively ranked Chang, Cole, Danielle Jensen, and Bethany Baptiste, adding that it's possible that there are a couple of other authors affected. I can't believe Del Rey spent $500,000 on this when they could have spent $500,000 on anything else. Sorry, not sorry, read one of the review screenshots of Chang's book posted by a user called Brett Spinner. The review was liked by Chantal B. Quote, "There's something extra despicable about using clearly POC people of color names in the fake accounts to upvote every negative review on POC books so the top ones are all 1-star and 2-star. Like, what in the yellow face?" Zhao tweeted. Many of the accounts linked to the document Zhao shared have now been deleted. A review of Karane's book posted under the username O.C. Young called Karane, quote, a effing genius, unquote. "I love this book so much that I regret reading it because now nothing on my TBR sounds interesting by comparison," unquote, it stated. Karane claimed a friend was responsible for fake reviews and shared several screenshots of a conversation in which the author berates Lily for posting the ratings. Karane later admitted that the screenshots were fabricated. Ooh, it's giving Creepshow art. Anyone from YT knows Creepshow art. The whole saga with the fake accounts and the sock accounts and the constant harassment and then saying it was somebody else who did it. Ooh-wee. Karane later admitted that the screenshots were fabricated and that the friend was non-existent. Oh my gosh. In an X post, Karane said that they had been, quote, fighting a losing battle against depression, alcoholism, and substance abuse, unquote, and changed medication in late November. They explained that on the 2nd of December, they, quote, suffered a complete psychological breakdown, unquote, and created, quote, roughly 6 profiles on Goodreads, unquote, along with 2 profiles created, quote, during a similar but shorter breakdown in 2022, unquote. They used the accounts to post the negative reviews of other books and to boost their own. Karane said that they felt, quote, no ill will, unquote, towards the targeted authors. Quote, "It was just my fear about how my book would be received running out of control." They added, quote, "I'm sorrier than you'll ever know," unquote. Sorrier you did it or sorrier you got caught. It's funny how people who love to just change the playing field to give themselves advantage claim that they didn't mean any ill will toward the people that they moved the goalpost for, right? Cheating is what I would call it. creating fraudulent reviews to set your book up to be better received, better rated. And it's ironic because apparently the book got decent reviews, but she was worried about the boogeyman. And you know what that boogeyman is. POC authors. Well, if you were wondering like I was wondering, there you go. It seems like there's some sort of, hustle happening where certain people just can't stand the idea that they would be judged and have, competition with people that, in my opinion, it just seems like Kate Corain was triggered by the idea that her book would have to compete with books authored by people of color and that she wanted to set herself up to have an advantage. I think another quote from Kate is, "Let me be extremely clear. While I might not have been sober or of sound mind during this time, I accept responsibility for the pain and suffering I caused," she wrote in a letter posted after midnight, adding that she had spent the past few days, quote, "going through withdrawal as I sobered up enough to be brutally honest with you and myself," unquote. Quote, "I know some of you won't forgive me, and I recognize that you're not required to," unquote. Holy moly. But the people of color targeted by Corain noted that her letter was not a proper apology to the debuting authors who suffered as a result of the negative reviews she gave them on her fake Goodreads account. Quote, "I'll be waiting for that apology," unquote, wrote Bethany Baptiste, the author of the upcoming book, The Poisons We Drink, who was among the people review bombed by Corain. Officials with Del Rey Books did not immediately respond to her request for comment. And then there's something else that goes on, right? There is a subscription box, right? Where I guess it's like makeup. You can be included in the subscription box, and it's kind of a big deal. It helps market your book. And the blowback for Kate Corain has continued as Illumicrate, a subscription box for books, said it would no longer include Crown of Starlight as part of its May 2024 box. Daphne Press, the specialty press arm that had a partnership with Corain, said Tuesday they would no longer publish her. Corain said in her letter that she would be trying to contact each of the authors, oh no, and would be checking into an intensive psychiatric care and rehab facility in the aftermath of the review bombing controversy. Quote, "All I can do going forward is try to live my life in a way that shows you these aren't empty words," unquote. Well, that's a hell of a tune to sing now that the whole campaign, it had to take weeks and months to campaign against all of these authors and their books and the time that they spent not only writing the book, but getting a deal in place and maybe not even as generous a deal as this woman got, right? And this is to put aside whether Kate Corain's book is good or not. It's like people have no integrity, right? They have no trouble cutting you off on the freeway, using racial slurs, trying to harass you out of the neighborhood, your job, whatever, based on what? Because I'm not hearing about authors being targeted who were not people of color. Based on what? And these are the same people often to be like, oh, I don't see color. Oh, I'm just over here doing my best. We know. We're in these streets. We're at these jobs. And the denials are even more aggressive than the apologies, right? I didn't do it. Oh, you caught me. Oh, flowery apology. I'm going to go to a facility, but never addressing how much it cost and will cost the authors of color. People who, aren't tuned into all the details of how this has all evolved. It's actually, is it a crime? I'm not sure. But in any case, that's the tea. Book talk. There's always something exciting happening over there.